shell I made. No sleep, I've been up for the last few days. My heart is full of pressure and rage.
Yeah, I can't stand when you look my way. Can't stand when you play your games. Yeah, wait, no chance while you in my way. Likes to play, but I don't want them stages. Yeah, I took a gamble when I lost my head. Yeah, I took a risk and it cost me my head. Yeah, I took a chance and look at what it did. Yeah, I took a chance and look at what it did.
Damn way, these people don't know my name. Deadbeat, a ghost in the shell I made. No sleep, I've been up for the last few days. My heart is full of pressure and rage. Damn way, these people don't know my name. Deadbeat, a ghost in the shell I made. No sleep, I've been up for the last few days. My heart is full of pressure and rage.
Check. Check. Let me know if that's any better. Or if it's still cutting. What up, Coke Carl? Lukewarm. What's going on? I'm gonna put you in the priority queue as well. Snow Aster, I owe you one also, so make sure you get your submission in the Google form. If you haven't already, I'm gonna be right back. Just give me 1 second, guys. I need to grab something from the other room, and I will be back in here, okay? Same thing to you. If you're on Instagram, come join us on Twitch. Alright, we're back. You are not late. You were right on time. I just needed to go grab my phone, Georgia, real quick. Hey. Hey, everyone. Yeah, hi. I'm gonna turn this on. I don't have headphones on, though, so give me a sec. Been using my phone a lot today, so I'm just gonna plug it in real quick. If you want this in the chat, though, and you have not submitted your music yet, make sure you hit Command Submit. If you want to get bumped into our priority queue and guarantee you get played on stream today, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe or gift a sub. That'll get you bumped up. That's a guarantee you get played. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch. We'll be live on Twitch for the next 2 hours listening to music, giving feedback as a community, just like we do every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Benji Alistair, what's going on? Sebi Ali, I really do love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Benji Alistair, let me know the artist name. Never mind, I got it. And then the only other one that I need is Snow Asta. Make sure you let me know when that submission is in there. Thank you so much. What streams am I going to be missing? So, streams that will not be happening while I'm on vacation. This Thursday, next week, all week, and then I will be back July 15th. So, it's really just one full week and then this Thursday that's not going to be happening. So if you are trying to get played on stream today, this is the last stream for like a week and a half. 3 streams will be missed. So subscribing or gifting a sub, that is the best way to guarantee you'll get played on stream today. If you are an automatic resubscriber, please let me know because you do get a free bump. Once a month, you get a free one, all right? Quick little thing, my song is actually unreleased. That's fine, no worries. It's Emma Payne, produced by me. Oh, fuck yeah. We're going to start with you because you subbed at the end of the last stream, and I appreciate that. I did not forget. If you are in the chat, I'm going to explain who I am, what I do, and all that good stuff that I always do at the beginning of the streams. But if you have not submitted your music yet, make sure you Command Submit. It's going to bring it into this Google form next to me. And if you want to guarantee that you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or give a sub, which will guarantee you get played before the end of the stream today. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can. In the meantime, hit the tweet link, tell your friends to come hang out, tell them we're live right now, and we are listening to your music and giving feedback. Sorry, my room's a mess. All of my shit is in here. Sebi Ali, you are not an automatic resubscriber, because if you were, you would have a lovely little KH logo next to your name, and it would say X amount of months. If you look at Snow Astas, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And yes, if you have not taken advantage of this yet, go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram. Today is the absolute last day for you to submit to the guest list. It closes after we get off stream tonight. If you do not read the rules, I will delete your submission. So please make sure you read the submission guidelines. If you've already submitted, don't submit again. If you have not, get in there. Put a song in there for us. You will have that'll be the next week. will be curated by our friends over at Divert Productions, and then next Monday we'll put up the new update of that. Also, the new community playlist, which we're listening to right now, should go live, hopefully, and congratulations to every artist in it. Should go live, hopefully, by Thursday. It's one of the few things that I'm going to do while I'm on vacation, all right? So go follow us on Kayvan's House if you don't already. Lots of cool stuff happening there. If you need to submit your music, command submit. If you want to skip the queue, command skip will explain how, but I'm going to explain how all of that works as well. All right, so if you are new in here, hi, welcome in. I'll introduce myself and do all that in a sec. Let me just drink some water and get comfortable first.
Life moves fast when you got nowhere to be, and the money in the bank keep on adding up.
Shout out to Monty and Juliet from the community. I really like this song. This one's been stuck in my head since I started listening to all the submissions from the community playlist. So make sure you join the Discord. Again, more opportunities for you guys in there. Lots of free playlists, a lot of free opportunities. We're just trying to put all the opportunities in front of you guys and kind of let you run with it from there. If you're with us on Instagram, come join us on Twitch. We're live right now on Twitch listening to music and giving feedback, and we will be doing so for the next 2 hours. This will be the only stream that I'll be doing before I get back to July 15th. This party does have free bumps. But if you subscribe or gift a sub, that is going to guarantee you get played on stream today, without a doubt. Otherwise, we can't guarantee we'll get to you, but every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we will do a free bump, speaking of free bumps, from the submission form. That will be at random using a spinning wheel. And then the last 30 minutes of the stream will be dedicated to people who are in the chat hanging out with us. So there are options for you. If you don't want to spend bread, that's totally fine. Just stick around. Make sure you take part in the stream, which I'll explain what it is and what we do here very quickly. And hopefully we'll get to you. All right, so there's definitely opportunities. If you are automatically resubscribing, that is a month-to-month thing. If you are trying to get bumped up, that is a stream-to-stream thing. I would suggest you gift a sub to somebody else if you are already a subscriber. And that is only because I can't keep track of who is already a subscriber and who isn't, and who got gifted one versus who didn't. So just to be fair to those who are gifting and buying their own subs, it is a paid skip line. It is like a stream-to-stream thing. It's just the process we have in place. It's not perfect, but it works, okay? So if you're here in the chat, oh, I didn't put this in the Discord. Whoops. Let me put this in the Discord really quickly. I've been sitting here thinking I put this message in the Discord, and I didn't. So that's my bad. While we're here, though, let us know where you're watching from. I'll do the whole rundown of, like, what I do, how, like, what do we all do here? What's the point of this stream? Why am I doing this? And all of that in a second. But like I said, go follow us on the Instagram, Kayvan's House. We have a lot of cool things happening there. So our New Music Friday playlist, which updates every Friday usually. I don't know if I'm going to do it while I'm on vacation, but still make sure you put your releases in the release calendar, because maybe if I don't do it while I'm gone, I'll do a bigger one when I get back or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Can I get you on my show when you get back from vacay? Oh, tell me more about it, bro. Definitely hit me. Definitely shoot me an email. Tanta Albi, let me know the artist name in the chat. The other things we use is the songs we found on Twitch playlist, which if you send me a Spotify link here on stream, I'll be adding songs there, okay? Lucky Season, I did not get a notification about it, so that's usually why I ask people to do it while we're on stream, because otherwise it's really hard for me to keep track of it, and I just have to take your word for it, which I'm going to do. But, you know, I get uneasy. I got trust issues. We've also got our At Home With series, which is an interview series for people in the community, artists that we love. Songs from the community playlist, which is going to update this week. And then also just like a bunch of other cool ways that we can support artists, like the community playlist and the guest list playlist, which we'll update next week. So you can see all of these good things here. I got trust issues, man. What do you want from me? I work in the music industry. You know how many shady motherfuckers there are out here? You know how many liars there are out here in the music industry, bro? You know how many lies I have to deal with on a weekly basis? I got trust issues, man. It just is what it is. Lucky, let me know what the artist name is. Is it Lucky Season? If it is, then you're right there already, and we're all good. Tell them. No, I'm just saying. It's. I understand everyone's trust issues in the industry, because, like, I have them too. So if you are in the chat, let me explain what we do here, who I am, all that good shit, what the point of this is. So if you have been following me for a while, maybe you know what I do. If you are new here, you might not. So my name is Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distro, so I sign artists. I've been signing artists to Genius for the last couple of years, putting projects out, pushing them, and helping get their music in front of a wider audience using Genius and all of our platforms that I've helped build over the last 8 years. I've worked on all of our content series, so Verified, Deconstructed. I've done interviews. I've booked for them. I've like literally done the content strategy on the YouTube side of things. I've been managing artists for like 10 plus years. I produce music. I've been an artist myself. I make playlists. We have the Kayvan's House page, the Discord, all that good shit. So this is my way of giving back to the community where I can, just spending time listening to music, telling artists how I think they can improve at all, listening to demos. It's turned into like a talent incubator for me where I can scout artists, find them before anybody else, and find them in a different way. Also get to know you guys a little bit and let you into what the process is like for me when I'm playlisting songs or looking for artists to sign, just to make everything a little bit more transparent, a little bit easier to understand for artists. So feel free to ask any music industry questions you want at all. I've literally worn so many hats in the music industry, not literally because you will see me wearing this hat pretty frequently, but more on a more conceptual sense. I've been a publicist at times. I've done every aspect of it. I do my own contract review and legal review. I work as a distributor in my day job, working with these artists and pitching to DSPs and curators and all kinds of stuff. And then I've kind of done a little bit of everything on my own. So feel free to ask whatever you want. Definitely send your music in. It's free to send your music in. Hit ! Submit if you want to figure out how to submit your music. But yeah, so these are some of the artists that we've worked with. Ashoka, Bray, Leia, Serena, and J-Mac all came from this community first. So that was how I found them. That's how I ended up working with them. That's why I love this community so much. So please send your music in. I want to hear it. We also have, obviously, a bunch of playlists that I curate as well. Like the community playlist that I'm working on at the moment, On a Music Who This playlist, songs we found on Twitch, which is another one. And yeah, that's that. So every week we sit here Mondays to Thursdays, 2 hours. We listen to music. We give feedback as a community. So you will be hearing what I think of these songs. But if you are in the chat with us too, please let us know what you think of these songs as well. There's really only one rule. Please be kind. Please be respectful to each other. You are free to have whatever opinions you want. Please, please, please let us know if you think something can be better, if you think something can improve. Technical feedback is always welcome. So if you're an engineer or a producer and you can talk about those things, please let us know what you think in the chat. Just be respectful. That's it. If you're not respectful, I'm going to flame you in the chat. I'm going to flame you so hard. And I'm tired today. I had to get up early for meetings and it was a stacked day. So my patience is extra thin. So on these days, I will flame you so much harder. I promise you. Please don't be rude. That's all. All right. If you want to guarantee you get played on stream today and added it to our priority queue marked in orange right here, subscribing or gifting a sub is the best way to do it. That is a guarantee you'll get played on stream today. Otherwise, every 5 of those will do a random submission bump for free from a spinning wheel that I will pull up in a second and create. And if you want to, stick around, the last 30 minutes is always dedicated to people who are in the chat just having fun, taking part here. So there is always options to get bumped up for free. It's just if you want to guarantee, look, this is a good example. Red is how many songs we didn't get to last stream. Green is all the songs we got to. So look, we try and get through as many as possible, but there are limitations to the amount of time because I have to go at 8 because I'll be tired and I'm tired already. So there's limitations to the time that we're on stream, all right? So that's why there's a way to guarantee it if you want it. All right, all that said, let's get into it because I don't want to waste any more fucking time and I want to get through as many songs as possible. So today we are going to be starting with Emma Payne. This one's produced by Snow Asta. This is a flip of a voice memo my friend sent me. So let us know what you think. I'll be pulling up socials as we go. So if you hear what you like, go follow the artist as well. This is Stuffed Bear, Holy Destroyer. I love the song title off rip. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. There is a dissonance here, I think, between like the guitar and the vocal that's maybe a little confusing to my ear at first, but also kind of ear-catching at the same time. Sounds very mono, says Carotile. Chef says, I could hear this being a movie. There's something that feels off. Yeah, there's something that feels off. It is very Phrygian. I don't know if I love that necessarily. I do like the vibe overall. But I do think maybe at times musically it could be a little bit better, like a little bit more on. I think it's the key of the vocal more than the key of the production. The mode. Oh, we're getting into the music theory talk. We're getting really into the music theory talk. It's a microtone. It is a microtone. I think there is something in there that like catches my ear in a weird way, but at the same time, it is very like attention grabbing in a good way as well. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. I think I like it. Music video dropping the 19th. It's up to you, but I'm not streaming for the next week and a half, which I've said a bunch because I'm going on vacation. So Thursday and then next week there will be no streams. I won't be streaming again until the 15th. So it's up to you. That's all I'll say. Kara Tile, let me know the artist name in the chat. No worries. There should be maybe a little bit more in between the sections too, because when these kick drums come in, they come in really hard. I kind of do. I get it. You know what I mean? It's like there's something about it that like as I'm listening to it, like I get it. I think it could be cleaned up a little bit, and it could just be a mixed thing. Emmy Payne Music on Instagram, music with a Z, not an S. It's definitely got a more experimental sound overall, especially when we're talking about the production and just the way the vocal and the production sit together. am.snow.aster on Instagram. But I do like the direction of it. I think if you clean this up, it'll make more sense, but I like the direction you're going in. It feels a bit house, which I like. It like does. It almost feels like that song "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish. I think that's what it reminds me of, like just in the driving, like rhythmic elements in the production. It's a little bit more confusing, I think, to me in the parts where the rhythmic elements drop out. And then I think even in the moments where the rhythmic elements drop out too, like I think that's where I really like maybe focus in on some of that dissonance that I'm hearing that catches my ear. So I don't know that one's a tough one for me because I'd like there are definitely elements about it and stylistically things that I do really like about it. There are definitely elements that catch my ear in a way that would make me be like, is that right? And that part I maybe is where I have more cause for concern. But I do like the direction. I like the idea that's happening there. I just think it could be cleaned up a little bit. And I think if you do clean it up a little bit, it's going to sound really, really cool because the direction is so good. Benjamin Allister up next. Take time. Plans to get a cleaner good vocal. I do think the cleaner vocal and guitar performance actually will help a lot because I do think even just the sampling of that makes it a little bit harder to build around. Like, I don't know. Sometimes when I get a sample, it's just so hard to build around it. Anyway, Benjamin Allister, take time. Let us know what you think in the chat. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch. This is my last stream until July 15th. So if you've been trying to send music in, now's the time. All right?
Hey, on me, I just wanna see what's up with you. Take you out to eat.
Solid video treatment already.
Put it on me. Put it on me.
I kind of love that little tree, and I love that he's standing behind it because it looks like you're huge for some reason. That shot specifically. 10th Vision says, love this up bat. Tansa says, I love the beat already. Okay, Sebby, just remind me when we get to you, all right? Benji, I'm looking for him. This video is exactly what it needs to be for the song. I love that pan right there too.
I know how it is. What's up in my head? I'ma take the risk, and if I fuck it all up, then babe, it is what it is. Fuck it all up, and yeah, it is what it is.
I think if I was gonna work on anything, bro, it's still just dialing in the delivery a little bit more. There's moments where the delivery could be slightly stronger. Overall, I like it though. Switch up's crazy. It's offbeat, but not so much that it bothers my ear like some other people's does sometimes. I think for me, tonally, it's maybe more the thing on the delivery side of things. Like, I love the switch up on the beat though. Chill studio nighttime kind of vibes his town to Albie. I also am always a sucker for a smooth rap track. I'd be lying. A sucker. I'm a sucker. The beat switch up on this is crazy. Yeah, I think with the delivery, public speaking terrifies me, so I signed up to a stand-up gig. Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. I like how nonchalant it is.
On me, I just wanna see what's up. Then it's back to my crib.
I think where it comes in for me is more in the melodic parts and really just dialing in on the confidence on some of those melodic parts because it feels a little shaky at moments during some of those parts. That's it. Lunacy, what's up? 10th Vision, what's going on? Wish we got some raps over that beat switch. I also was thinking that. I do wish we got some raps over the beat switch as well. I do feel like that's kind of a wasted moment. Chef Boyle Coke says, I like everything before the switch up. I really liked the switch up from a production standpoint. I do just wish we got some more vocal on that switch up as well to tie everything together. Because without it, it maybe feels like we didn't get that moment that ties everything together and is like, oh, like we got a beat switch. It was just a beat switch without a vocal switch up as well. So I think if anything, bro, just keep working on the delivery, keep dialing in that vocal tone. If you're gonna sing things, I feel like you can get there. You're almost there, bro. Benjamin Alistair _ on Instagram. If you're rocking with that one, make sure you go follow. Ackle Dance. I've been good, bro. Busy. We had a bunch of releases this month, or last month in June. We did a release basically every single week. I had 1 week with 2 releases. I get this 2-week break now, which I'm pretty excited about. But then when I get back, I've got a single, an EP, 2 singles, and then another single back to back. So I'll literally get back into 5 weeks of straight releases, which is, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like I can't complain because it's pretty tight. Like I'm fucking getting to like work on artist music and like really push that shit and get them in front of a wider audience. So like I cannot complain. It's great, but I am tired. I can't pretend like I'm not tired. I am exhausted from all of the pushing. So yo, you want me to sing you a song of your choice? I'll sing you a song after we listen to this Coke Carl song. This is I Got Time Rough. You know, I don't know. You're going to get like a very short song out of me today, though. I'm not trying to do like a whole... I'm going to do it, but I'm not trying to do a whole... It's mad busy. I can't even lie. It's been mad busy. And it's been like management and distro clients, too. So it's been a good mixture of both. Obviously trying to keep up with the Kayvan's house shit, too. Like, so it's a lot. On a week-to-week basis, I gotta tell you guys, I'm fucking busy. But we're making it work. I love the way this one has started already. Coke Carl, an amazing R&B, kind of hip-hop artist at times from Brooklyn. He says experimenting on this one. Oh, what the fuck? I did miss you, bro. I don't know why that happened. My fault. That was absent-minded. I'll put you next, Lukewarm. That's my fault. Good call out, though. Thank you for that. It happens sometimes. It does happen. At the end of a 4-week run of releases, my brain is mush. So it definitely can happen. Thank you for the reminder. Does Coke Carl have a manager? Yes, he does have a manager, 10th Vision. I think. Last time I spoke to him, he did. He can clarify. Tanza says if we gift, we get in priority. Yes, if you gift, you will get put in priority. Theo Major says this is hard. He's tough, bro. I said the same thing. He makes great music. He also goes dumb hard on the content side of things. Like, he just is pushing. Which I respect a lot. You just gotta do that. You gotta keep pushing. Last project Coke Carl put out was really fire, too. I definitely suggest you guys go check it out if you haven't. And go follow at Coke Carl. Tansa, I did not see anything. Oh, I did see it come through. I missed a couple of you guys. Tansa, what's the artist name? Hit command submit, which is exclamation mark if you want to submit your music. This is hard, bro. Tansa, I got you, bro. Thank you for the reminder. I think I got everybody now. It's a really good tempo. It's a really good beat choice. Like, I love this style of music right now as well. Like, it's kind of plug and B, kind of. It's like, I don't know if it's fully plug and B, but it's kind of plug and B in the production style. There's elements of it at least, and I am into that. So, like, you know, for me, I enjoy it. The Little Borrower. Let me know your artist name on chat. Also, is that a reference to The Borrowers, the book / movie? I was a big fan of that when I was a kid. So just like as like a, you know, a childhood joy thing. I fucking love that book. It was literally one of my favorites. I loved The Borrowers. What can I say? Oh, it's Anto? My bad, bro. I feel like I should know that by now. We got you pulled up. So lukewarm, not disappointing, as always. Working on a collab EP with KayvanMD, who is also a community member that we love. Produced with me with vocals from both of us. I love KayvanMD, bro. I don't know if we were the ones who told you guys should work together, but regardless, I'm so glad that you are. Shameless, this one woke me up a little. Vision said I would nudge the vocals a little bit to the right. I don't know if I hear that in my headphones at least. Is it Davey? Oh, bro, I thought it was Dabby this whole time. He's literally never corrected me on stream either. If I say your name wrong, please correct me. I want to say it right. Bro, we're about to listen to you again. If it's been a while, I couldn't tell you, bro. Like, we listened to so many. We're on 17,426 as far as submissions go. So if you aren't sending music consistently in here, like, there is a chance that I won't remember. But when we listen to it and I pull your name up, then I probably will, for what it's worth. No, this shit is groovy, bro. Evan's Empty, let me know the artist name in the chat. Never mind. Yeah, that bass line is absolutely filthy, bro. That is an unbelievable bass line. That's like Bootsy Collins level bass lining. Accladent G. Oh, thank you so much for telling me, because I was struggling to figure out how to say your name. I was just gonna call you Ackle forever. All produced by me. I played that bass and alternated it with a synth. It's so good, dude. Love the echo effect on the background vocals. You guys make crazy music, bro. Oh, it wasn't even done. I didn't even mean to close it. We got to pull up both their socials. That's So Lukewarm, if you liked, producer and vocals on it. And then DavyMH, DXVI_MH, also an artist that I really, really enjoy from this community, who we supported a lot of music and a lot of playlists as well. Best ways to promote your music. That's So Lukewarm on Instagram as well. Make sure you go follow. Best ways to promote your music. Look, it was very Thundercat. He's very Thundercat in his production style, and I think it's like one of my favorite parts about Lukewarm is just how Thundercat the production is, because there's not that many people that can really do it that way or that well at that quality. And so for me, Lukewarm stands out for that reason more than anything, bro. Yeah, definitely some resources in the Discord. We have a bunch of places where you can send your music and submit your music in there. But for me, best ways to promote your music. One, if you're not making social media content consistently, like, honestly, that's the biggest fucking no-no. Like, I gotta be real with you. Like, that is the thing we see impact streams more than anything else, is being consistent on social, building a community, building a fan base, and really pushing music to people directly. And I don't just mean one style of content. Please don't just only do performance content, expect that to change your life. You need to be diverse with the types of content you make. You need to give people a why they should give a fuck in the content that you make. So there has to be hooks. There has to be reasons for them to stick along. I think sharing the process of making music, letting people into the process, making them feel like they're a part of the decision making is a great way to get people in there and get them to give a fuck. But also just like being consistent, being willing to try different styles and types of content, looking at what's working on social media and trying to do similar things and making it your own. The content does not have to be music only. I would actually really suggest you don't only do music only content and really figure out what you can bring to your audience too. Definitely display your personality. Outside of that, there are other things you can do. Ad spends, I think, are great. If you guys are interested, there's a company called Symphony OS, which I do have a referral code for in the Discord as well, in the Kayvan's recommendation section. And you can use AI to structure targeted ad spends on YouTube, Instagram. You can also do like Instagram ads that direct people to Spotify and will impact streams. That is something I see actively work for artists all the time. I won't even pretend like it isn't. running ad spends and targeted ad spends is a great way for you to build your shit up and build your audience up as well. Here's the referral code in the chat for anybody who's in here right now. Don't be afraid to post on the story, post reels, YouTube shorts, TikToks, like just fucking try and don't be like scared to fail, basically. Like, it's trial and error a lot of times, and it is just figuring out what it is that you can do to get the audience to care and interact with you. And that could be anything. You're not going to know until you try, but if you're just not doing it at all, it won't work. Like that much I can tell you. If you are not investing in doing social media content at all, you are fucking it up. All right? And that is why people are not finding your music. That's why your followers are not growing, and that is why that's why you're just stuck, basically, right? But Symphony is dope. Highly recommend. Use my referral code. It's also in the Discord as well. All right? Gift skip's supposed to be orange or white. It is supposed to be orange, heavens empty. And I will make it that. Kenny, let me know what the artist you've got for us today. Is it Bray? No, it's Vonnie. I see it. God bless Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. I'm just waiting for the season to start again. The Euros are so frustrating, especially as an England fan. We played like shit. But we somehow made it through the quarterfinals, so I will take it. Come on, England. AD up next. Christian song today. I think this is the first time we've heard a Christian song from AD. So let us know what you think in the chat. Mercy on me. Jude was great. That was a crazy goal. And then Ivan Toney coming in for the fucking assist, bro. Who would have thought? Oh my God, who would have thought? Not me. I thought we were cooked, boys. I thought we were done. 96th minute, I was like, we're going home. They're going home. And it's not coming home. All right. Admittedly, not generally the biggest fan of religious music, but curious to see, considering the production style, what this actually sounds like. Because I have not heard much Christian music that sounds like this, if I'm being honest. The throw was legendary. Shout out to Mark Gehi, too, with the head. Let's give him props. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is a super interesting one. Adrian Tulio Sanchez on Instagram. Will Smith about to bring the... Is he? I don't know that we should put that on Will Smith. Like, there's probably a lot of other Christian artists that do a better job. Like, No Big Deal is technically a Christian artist. He's fire. The drum's not hitting him like I want to, like mix-wise. No, it is a little bit heavy on the low end. Drums could use a little clarity. It's pretty good, man. I like this. I'm not mad at it at all. Definitely cool. Definitely didn't expect it. It's definitely an interesting and different approach to Christian music. Kirk Franklin has gone platinum multiple. Yeah, Kirk Franklin is probably the one who brought Christian music to the forefront. Well, or Charlie Wilson, technically, I guess, was also done a lot of Christian music, hasn't he? Also, Lecrae's been doing it for a long time. It's not an impossible thing. I think this is a really good approach to it, though. Like, you could rock with this even if you weren't looking for Christian music specifically. Yeah, Cook and Fred Hamill, they've been doing the thing. I agree. So I'm always disappointed when I see Kirk Franklin and he's not singing, and he's just like directing his like choirs, right? That's disappointing to me for some reason. I would agree with the note on the drums. I think they need to hit a little bit harder, and I think that's mostly in the mix. I do think there's maybe a bit too much low mid in the mix overall, and I think that's kind of muddying up some of those elements. But I do like this. I think it's a really, really cool approach to Christian music in general. And I don't know that I've ever heard anything like this from this space. So to me, I mean, for those reasons, it definitely stands out. It's definitely a really cool take. And a really unique take as well. So I love that you kind of brought this side in, bro. Oh, yeah. I saw the Will Smith BET performance and was confused because it looked like the Fiend stage. I don't know if you guys remember when... Hold on. Fiend SNL performance. So, yeah, I saw the fucking videos pop up today. And I was thinking to myself, damn, this looks really fucking familiar. Like, this BET performance looks OD familiar. But now, obviously, I can't find any fucking pictures of it. Fiend performance. Feel live performance. Late night. Like, he did something too. Yeah, socials, Matt Cook, you got to do more on socials, everyone. This is not me singling anyone. You all have to do better. Everybody needs to do better. Damn, they took this fucking video down? What happened? Why did they private the Fiend performance from SNL? Anyway, I mean, if you watch SNL, you probably fucking saw it. What's my bread up? I'm having A1 content. Don't wait for that. There will always be an excuse if you make excuses for content and why you can't make it. I'm just going to say that again. That's for everybody in here. I say this to every artist I work with. If you refuse to make content because there is something in your way for why you can't make content, there will always be something in the way. So just do it. Don't worry about how high quality the shit is. Like, you just have to make it. The best and most viral content that you see is very rarely the content that has had the most money spent on it. And I'll say that. Just think about it. Go look on fucking TikTok and Instagram and the shit that you see go viral, and it is the most low quality dog shit type like style content, like quality content ever, and it always does really well. So just keep that in mind. Don't let those things get in your way, because there'll always be something that'll get in the way of you. Guno, our first free bump of the night. Hype for people to finally hear that break cut. What do you mean? What break cut? Oh, on the Vonnie. RNJ by Guno. I love this artist, bro. Out of Des Moines, Iowa, of all places. And this shit is just advanced. All right. Oh, on the Little Borrowers project. Okay. Definitely Judy Jordan Ward vibes. Guno is a new find for us. He's also in the top 5 of our community playlist this month. So, and it's actually Guno 777. So I don't know why he put his socials in there wrong. Fight you, bro. Yeah, really a big fan of this artist. Guno 777 on Instagram. Like, it's happened immediately too. Like, I listened to one song. The next week I had every motherfucking song in his discography saved on Spotify, and I have not been able to stop listening to him since. Guno's so fire, bro. Shit genuinely puts a smile on my face every time I listen to it. Guno 777. This one's called RNJ. And this is unreleased. So you guys getting a little preview right now. I love this development. Guno used to make like more hip-hop leaning stuff. I never actually listened to the more hip-hop leaning stuff, but everything that we've heard has kind of been in this alt-pop, like alt R&B space, and I fucking love it, bro. Bray got a beautiful feature on the opening cut of the project. It's very exciting to hear, Anto. I can't wait to hear it. All right, we got Sebi Ali up next. We got another 5 priority subscriber submissions. Again, just as a reminder, you guys, if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That'll get you bumped into our orange queue, which is our priority subscriber queue. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Every 5 of those, just like we just did, I will pull a name at random from the spinning wheel. We'll bump somebody up for free. And then the last 30 minutes of the stream, which are about 45 minutes from now, will be for people who are in the chat, taking part and having fun with us. Next up is Sebi Ali. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is for show. Sebi, are you Korean?
Pressure makes diamonds. I'm applying it.
Played R&B drill before, but wanted to submit again to see if you would help with the distribution. Well, I'm not going to answer that question on stream, but I'm going to be listening. Perfect for summer. Alright, cool. Let's check it out. Well, you good. We talked about this.
Take off your clothes. I'ma give it to you, baby.
Oh, this shit is hard, bro. I do like this a lot.
If you know, you know. When the hair's midnight, it's on site for sure.
Vocals are very good. Kenny says more low end. I would agree with that, especially in the production. That sub needs to hit just a little bit harder than it does, but I also really like your tone a lot too.
On sight, for sure, yeah. Caught up in the moment, baby, anything goes. Show me every side of you, the one.
Yeah. No, I know what it is. I'm Chinese, so I'm very aware. Not one of those Chinese people though. Don't worry. I fuck with all good people, bro. It's not like that. How do you submit? If you want to submit, make sure you hit command submit. You and every fucking Asian person in the world, bro. I feel like I gotta fight a battle to be included in AAPI conversations. Chinese food or Persian food? Persian food makes me way less sick with my dietary issues, and there's also way less nuts in it, so I don't have to worry about dying as much. So I would say Persian food, purely based off of the fact that I don't have to fear for my life while I eat it. Bula, fuck you, bro. Are you white? Are you Caucasian, Bula? Stop it. Music Boy Will, let me know your artist name in the chat. We'll get you pulled into the priority queue. That was Sebi Ali. I did really like that, bro, honestly. Regarding your question, I would just want to hear more of what you have coming up and maybe just talk to you a little bit about what your plans are. I am very picky, and I do just like generally like to look for a couple different things. And just generally, even like Kenny, who's in the chat, like he knows this. He came in, he was sending Brave for like 4 or 5 months before I pulled the trigger on anything. What do you mean you didn't know that, bro? We talk all the time. You got to know that about me. You got oof, Bula, strike one. I'm fucking with you. If you DM me, I'm not gonna respond for the next 2 weeks. I'm going on vacation. But definitely keep sending music, because I do fuck with it, and I do want to hear more. And that in itself is a reason to keep sending me shit. 'Cause if I didn't fuck with it, I would just straight up tell you. I don't know how you got to add, bro. That doesn't make sense. I would straight up tell you, just no. I'm not interested if I wasn't interested. So definitely keep the music coming. I want to hear more. I definitely want to hear what you're working on too. This is Lucky Season by Nasty, or Nasty by Lucky Season. Let us know what you think in the chat. Vocals on this one are definitely quiet. You could cut those up for sure. Twitch, bro. Overreaching with these ads, man. Overreaching. So, I like the distortion. I like the production style. The vocals are very quiet. The master is very low-end heavy. So we're getting not the price is high, bro. It's too much low-end, not enough of the other elements in the production. And then the master feels a little bit over-compressed, a little small. Especially for something that is so like, I mean, you could fucking, if I crank this shit up in my headphones, my head might explode. But because of the production, the vocals are too tucked. Let us know what you think in the chat. Hey Maya, I hope you have a great time at the Olympics. Yeah, that's really it. Like, I like the idea of the song. I like the style of the song. I love the switch up. I actually think the drum switch up is one of my favorite parts of the entire song. Like, it's a really, really nice touch. It's just this master and mix, especially around the vocal, where it could be a little bit more robust, a little thicker. A little bit less of an emphasis on that low end, and a little bit more emphasis on some of those other elements inside of the song. But damn, the energy is good on this one. LKYSZN is not the right. That is not the right one. Is it IKY or LKY? It's LKY, right? LKYSZN on Instagram. It's a really cool idea, though. I actually like the song itself. It's really, like, for me, the only thing that would stop me from playlisting this is the mix on it. But if the mix on it was a little bit more solid, easily goes in my playlist. Yeah, you can send a Bandcamp link. I have a Bandcamp account. I just have literally not opened it since I was in college. So I think I can play it. I don't even think I need an account to play it. This is Kala's Final by Tunsa. This is his second release, and it's a 2000 R&B track with Arabic influences. Oh, that's fire. Let us know what you think in the chat. Does that mean that there's going to be Phrygian scales? Does that mean there's going to be Arabic? Is there going to be any Arabic in this song? If you're with us on Instagram, we're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out. That's where all the fun stuff's going on. We're listening to music, giving feedback.
Told you this about a million times. Say it one more time and I just
Tunsa.I'll be on TikTok.
just move on. But a new canvas yet you leave me drawn. Thought I could trust you when I fall. Slam my face
So,
right into a marble.
I would say
Harder to keep up with your lies.
the first thing I hear, and I say this to a lot of vocalists, pull back the vibrato when you're recording. There are certain elements of the production that I'm not crazy about the sound specifically. I love the string inclusion here. The voice is really good. I would tune slightly more. I love the vocal arrangement though. The stacks are really good. This part's beautiful.
Take it down. Scream for you till I'm out of sound. Left me on the floor. While you're finding new lights to explore. Built a whole damn house.
The thing I would say about some of the vocal stacks, in the balancing, like just volume-wise, you still want your lead vocal to kind of punch through and be the lead vocal. I think at times it gets a little lost in the stacks, and it's maybe hard to figure out which is the lead melody necessarily. So I would say that's maybe one other note that I would give is just like, make sure the lead vocal is the lead vocal in the mix. And I actually think cut the string up a little bit. Only because it's such a distinctly like Middle Eastern sound to have in a song, like that string in there, that Phrygian style, like some of these runs though, bro, and these like harmonies are amazing. What's up, Shipwreck Paradise? There is so much I like about this song. I think the mix is the thing that still needs a little bit of work, but outside of that, like it's actually so impressive. And you Lebanese. Shout out to Lebanese people and food. Amazing. That was Khalas. Or Khalas? Is that right? Any songwriting tips? Just you kind of just have to do it a lot. And don't be afraid to like collaborate with other writers and stuff too. Like I feel like sometimes that's the best way to clean up writing is just collaborate with other writers. And then you'll pick things up from being in the studio with them and just being in sessions with them. But like outside of that, no, because I think like you have a very distinct style of writing too. Like, yeah, reading poetry and reading books and literature, I think is a great way. Living life. I would agree with Kenny, honestly. Like, I think that's the best advice. Like, songwriting tips is tough because I feel like every songwriter is different and the way they approach writing songs is so different. My favorite songwriters, which one, I'm kind of biased. My wife is one of them, is just the people who are able to like really put you in the fucking moment that they're writing about and put you in the story and make you feel the thing that they're trying to get across as opposed to telling you the thing. That's something I say to writers a lot is like, I don't want you to tell me the thing you want me to feel. I want you to make me feel the thing that you want me to feel. And the only way to do that is to just keep writing, keep experimenting, and don't be afraid to go back and edit things. And you know what I mean? Like, I wish there was maybe more of like a cheat code to it, but like listen to great songwriters, listen to great music, and just really, really dial in on the lyrics. And I think it's just a practice thing more than anything. You know what I mean? Like developing your own style and your own approach to telling stories is important, but doing it in a way that's understandable to people. I think one of the becoming a studio gremlin, not the move. Yeah, for sure. Go live, have a hobby, touch grass. I tell artists that a lot. It's like, if you don't go live life, what are you going to write about? Like, what are people going to relate to, you know? Practice writing from an animate object's perspective. That's kind of crazy. I've never heard that one before. Something that works for me is maybe putting myself, like, instead of writing a song from a personal perspective, trying to write it from the perspective of somebody else, or writing it from the perspective of it being for somebody else. And sometimes that really helps me just kind of like take myself out of my own like, you know, preconceived like notions about songwriting or a process about like creating in general. It's what I do with producing sometimes too. I'll just force myself out of my comfort zone and out of my pocket that I feel comfortable in and just see what happens. And I think experimenting is probably the best way that you can improve in writing, honestly. Is just don't be afraid to try shit. Because if it doesn't work, worst comes to worst, you can go back and edit the lyric. You know what I mean? All right, Macro by Hero by Macro up next. Macro are an amazing Filipino-American duo out of Memphis, Tennessee. Also cousins. Did you hear the new Lupe Fiascos from the perspective of Amy? Is that actually true, or are you trolling right now? Because if that's actually true, that's crazy as fuck. Of course, man. If there's any other writers in the chat, feel free to drop your... It's true. That's really what he said. That's cool, I guess. He must have seen the Back to Black movie and then been like, let me write... From 80, I have Amy Winehouse's fucking... That's weird. I'm sorry, guys. That's fucking weird. What do you mean? I've historically loved Lupe's music up until Lasers hit, and then when Lasers hit, I was like, fuck this guy. Alright, this is gonna be the first one I save on Spotify for the night in the playlist. I really do like this duo. I think historically, I've really enjoyed the music they make. It's such classic R&B. Yeah, lots of amazing details in the production. Weird suggestion, but I think you guys should do a sped up version of this too. This is Macro Music Official on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us. It's like, if you like classic, like true R&B and soul, you will love Macro's music. Oh, you'll hear it. You'll hear it. I do think they lean into the smooth R&B kind of thing a little bit more. So some of the, like, especially in the beginnings, definitely going to be a little bit more smooth. But again, historically, I feel like once we get further into it, you're going to hear some more runs, some more of them pushing their voices like that. Because I've definitely heard them do it. Kenny says this is gas. No, I do like this one. Definitely take a deep dive in the catalog. Jess Blue was with Jordan Occasionally, who was an artist that I actually signed to Genius Distro as well for a couple releases. And I really like that song too. Backroom is one of my favorites. Boulevardier is one of my favorites too. But I would definitely dive in. There's a lot of songs. And they were a little bit quieter for a while just in how much they were releasing. I think I want to say like we like really listened to them heavily in like the beginning of 2022. And then they kind of dipped off a little bit and went back to singles, but they've been releasing more consistently. Well, this is the first of 2024, but last year there was a couple more singles that came out, and I really have enjoyed the music that we've heard from them. I do think right there would have been a great moment for escalation, though, just to check the rhymes point. Like, there was a natural build that came right about there, but the build didn't necessarily come through the vocal arrangement as well. So I would have loved to hear a little bit more tension build through the vocal as well. Because I just think that's an important thing. Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying there, check the rhyme. Like, especially further into the song, like, you do want to have those elements of, like, it kind of getting into those moments of being like, oh shit, whoa. Because, like, I've definitely heard you guys do that vocally as well, so I know it's in there. Avenue, what's going on, bro? I do think you could maybe have just a tiny bit more presence on the hi-hats, too. The smallest amount. They feel a little faint, a little tucked behind everything else right now. See, like, those runs are in there, you know what I mean? They do have kind of a more natural baritone, like, tone. What type of music is Genius interested in? All kinds. I like, it's kind of like a... Like, if I'm being honest, it's more what I'm interested in than what the company's interested in, seeing as I'm, like, you know, I pretty much do all of it. And it is, like, a mixture of me liking the music and also other aspects of it too. Just, you know, at the end of the day, like we are building a company and there is like certain things I have to look out for from artists that I think work versus things that don't. Like sometimes it's like I love an artist's music, right? But like a big part of like how we push music is social media focused and like is a big part of the platform. So like if the artist isn't doing social media stuff at all, like it does kind of take them out of like it making sense, right? Like I think there's like the right time, the right artist, the right place, the right mindset going into a project. So for me, it's like, it's definitely music first and like the music has to hit for me to want to sign an artist and work with them heavier. But there are other things that I need to look for and think about too. Like honestly, like if there is no team around it and the artist is just doing it on their own and it's super like unorganized and chaotic, like I can't really do that because I don't have the luxury of like doing more than I already do for an artist during the rollout, if that makes sense. Like it's literally like I do the job of like 10 to 15 people at once, like every week for multiple clients. So like for me, it is about making sure that it makes sense for everybody involved and isn't a situation where like everyone is looking at me and being like, hey, you need to do all the work. Like it can't be that way. Like it just doesn't, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, Kenny is a great example because like Kenny was someone who came in here a lot, sent me a lot of music and was just fucking working hard, bro. And like I could see it myself. I could see that his artist was working hard. The amount of music they were sending over and the frequency they were coming in here and sending stuff in, the way he applied the notes to his music, the way the growth was happening, like it was just like kind of the perfect storm. J-Mac was a similar thing. Like he came in here for like 5-6 months, sent me a bunch of music. I got to talk to his team, Gutty, his manager, and him directly and just learn more about them and realize like, yo, like I'm investing in these people too. And so even with Kenny, it was like one of those things where like, yeah, like I really fucking like Bray's music a lot. But what I really loved was how much Kenny was in here as well, and just like the way he was approaching pushing music as an independent manager and as a young manager as well. And so for me, that was like definitely a huge plus. So like there's definitely more to it than like J-Mac got a dope Tommy Rich. Yeah, so that I actually signed him like right around the time that came out too. And that was like part of it. It was like, yo, like this kid is like coming up on the fucking bus from Virginia to New York and like doing shows in New York, you know what I mean? So there's like, there are things outside of what I listen to on stream and outside of like what I see on social that I also take into account. Like I'm looking at like who's being covered by curators that I know and who's pushing to curators that I know and like who's getting on playlists editorially. Like there's so many aspects that go into the decision-making process of whether or not I should sign an artist. And that doesn't mean that I'm always going to sign artists that I should, because sometimes I'll fuck that up and I'll miss a chance. And that's also just being a human being, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know, like it's tough to say that there's not a cheat code. The only thing that I can say is like fucking build something and I'll be watching, and that's what I'm here for. And like we can interact and talk about this stuff openly, so you know what I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? D Black, what's going on? Avenue, we'll get you bumped up to the priority queue. Sorry, that was a long-winded answer to that question. Futuck, bro, literally same. That's how I found Tommy. It's how I found J-Mac. I tried to sign Tommy. I didn't get it. Like, it just is what it is. It's part of the process. Where I said I'm gonna look. I am. It's my job. My literal full-time day job is to fucking watch and see what's happening with people and see if what makes sense. Books don't talk back. I would talk to existing managers over reading books as well. But I mean, if I was going to read any book, it would be the Donald Passman, like everything you need to know about the music industry. That one is the best, most robust. But I think like honestly, just being up to date with the trends that are happening, keeping on top of like the things that are changing in the industry and just being proactive and learning about things is the best advice I can give on the management front. Like just literally pay attention to what's going on. Like if you see some shit that's working, do a little digging, do a little research and find out why it's working for somebody. Don't take things at face value and do the fucking research. That's the thing a lot of managers don't do. They don't do fucking research, bro. They just expect things to like make sense. But you really gotta like research. Talking to the wrong people. Yeah, for sure, bro. You gotta find people you can trust, bro. That's kind of the thing too. Definitely some shit people, definitely some good people. I really like this one from Corsairine right now also. Again, it's got that like French house, like Euro house kind of inspired sound. Jay Joven will get you pulled up, or Jay Hoven. Hey. How do you find a manager? I mean, I wouldn't go looking for one if I'm being honest. I would not disregard how important having somebody who knows you personally and gives a shit about you is, and like I would low-key tell you to work with people who are around you more than like looking for an established manager. It just kind of depends. Yeah, don't go looking for a manager. Like, there are a lot of people who will take your money to manage you, and they won't do fucking shit. Get somebody who's passionate and hungry and down to learn. Way more valuable, in my opinion, than somebody who knows everything already. I don't think there's any books that really teach you how to manage people, if I'm being honest. That's a fact. The right manager will find you when the time is right. I totally agree with that, honestly. Like, get somebody who wakes up every day thinking about you. Don't expect that. That's really unhealthy. Yes, I don't disagree with the sentiment. Like, you do want somebody who gives a shit and like cares about you and like thinks about you. But also at the same time, you don't have to be an unhealthy relationship. Like, you have to understand that like the people, regardless of whether they're managers or not, like there's still a real person on the other side. So like you do have to give them some grace and some time, and make sure that they're not just obsessed with you like a weird stalker either. Best way to find a manager is to have quality music and visuals and organically, literally. Like, it's just like, and quite honestly, like most people don't need a manager until they get to a point where there's something to actually manage. Like, I think that's like one of the big mistakes from people is like, a lot of people got managers just to have one, but their manager has no contract. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, also at the same time, like, don't use that as the guiding point. Like, if your manager doesn't, or if somebody wants to manage you, right? They don't have connections. They don't have like the big, like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, they can build all of that stuff. The knowledge and learning how to manage is not that crazy either. Like, you can just fucking learn that shit if they're smart and like they put the effort in to like read and like learn anything at all. Like, don't get one of those fucking managers, and this is for everybody, don't get one of those fucking managers who only cares about clout and nothing else and like tries to be the artist. Like, that's a quick way to fail. Get somebody who's like actually hungry and wants to learn the industry and learn the business and will put the time and the effort in. But also, yeah, like I think like at the end of the day, it's just like finding the right person for you. And like you could have multiple managers before you find the right one and find the thing that clicks. There's like also a billion reasons why something might not work, even if you do have the right manager. And you can't really just look at them and be like, you're the problem. You know what I mean? There's like so many, this is all a lot of gray area. There's no like black and white anything in this industry. And like to just say like, yo, like a manager doesn't have connects, like can't make shit happen. I mean, if a manager has no connects, but their artist fucking knows what they're doing and the shit is moving on social, they'll build those connections pretty quickly. I've seen it a million times. Kenny says, when I started managing my people, I had zero contacts or traction. I had faith in my people. Exactly. It's really about that relationship you build with the other person and whether or not you feel like you can bring something to them or not. And if you are trying to be a manager, make sure you fucking bring something to the table, bro. What do you call somebody who's pretty tapped in and connects multiple dots and has connects? I mean, it depends what they do. They could be anything. They could be an A&R. They could be a curator. They could be just like a dot connector. I don't know. Ad targeting important. Targeted ads are definitely important. Bro, like there's so many roles in this industry where people have connects and are tapped in but might not manage people, or like you can definitely submit. Just hit the link in my bio, it's free, and then come join us on Twitch. That's where we're hanging out. Yeah, like that's kind of like a vague question. I wish I could answer that better, but consultant, yeah, like there's a bunch of those motherfuckers who are just scammers too. Gatekeeper, if they're closed-minded, I'm dead. For me on this one, immediately, it's the mix. You know what I mean? We got a lot of low end. We're not getting a lot of that like higher end. The vocal's not really cutting through the way that it needs to. So that'd be my first feedback on this. Like, master does feel a bit low too. But I feel like that master's so low because the low end is so high. So it's like, when you think about like the compression algorithms and shit on Spotify, right, when you go to upload shit, like, if the mix is off, if the master is off, and it is like super unbalanced in one way, it's just gonna destroy everything in a way, in the effort to equalize and make it, you know, listenable for everyone. So I think that's probably the real issue here is in the mix to begin with. And then the master obviously doesn't help, and the upload doesn't help either. Artwork is dope. The master is very quiet. Like, if we were listening to this back to back with something else, which I'll just fucking professionally mastered, right? Immediately a difference. Different genre, but immediately a difference. You know what I mean? Like, there's a clarity to a really great master. So I would say that would be my first thing. That being said, Not terribly mad at the idea of the song. Definitely not mad at the cover art. But it is the mix master on this one that would detract me from putting it on playlist. Crucial BGR on Instagram. If you are rocking with it, make sure you go follow. If you think you can help, and you might be an engineer, get in there too. We got Anto the Wayward up next. Focus track off my debut album, An Unknown Somebody, which drops tonight. Does this one have Bray on it? Or is that... No, this is not the one with Bray on it. WYLD, official visualizer. Love this visualizer already. Shout out to whoever did the animation. Did a great job. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I'm a wild pomegranate, yeah, I'm slumpy.
Oh, this shit is cute. I don't. That might not be the way you want me to describe it, but this shit is cute.
I feel lonely. I just wanna feel love sometimes. Haven't known my family like good.
And it's a cute ass dude, says Kenny. I like this a lot, man. Anto the Wayward on Instagram. Nah, that's what I'm going for. Well, you absolutely nailed it. It's got that like Toby Lou kind of like levity to it. I like this a lot, and I love the animation work. Bit of an animation head. I love animation, and this is great. This album drops tonight. If you have releases coming out this week, I know I said I'm not going to be working, so put it in the release calendar anyway. I'll see if I end up updating the playlist and shit on Friday, but come join us on Twitch. That's where all the fun stuff's happening. That's where the chat's giving feedback, and that's where I'm pulling all songs from, okay?
I've been searching for my thoughts, lady. Sit down, eat it. This is how I'm breathing, and I know my life.
It's a really, really solid animation, man. Like, I actually really love it. It, like, gives Spirited Away in moments, like, especially with these giant koi fish underneath. Like, there's just something so, like, Miyazaki about it. Especially in everything surrounding the main character in the animation. It's really beautiful. Shout out to Florian, man. Great job. I love it. This is really great. I'll definitely support this where I can. Again, if you're in the chat, you want to guarantee you get played on stream, best thing you can do is subscribe or give to sub. That'll get you bumped into this priority queue marked in orange. We have about 20 minutes left before we start bumping people up from the chat for free, and then I'll take you guys on a raid when we get done today, so you can go somewhere else and send your music in there as well, all right? But like I said, best thing you can do if you want to guarantee you get played is to subscribe or give to sub. That'll get you bumped. That one was from Ansel the Wayward. It's called WYLD. I don't know why I couldn't read that just now. We got Heaven's Empty up next. Anto the Wayward on Instagram. Heaven's Empty does not like social media, which I gotta tell you, brother, wild. Why didn't I read it that way? Like the edible brand. Yeah, no, now you've said it. I know. I thought it was like what you something though, or something. You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't say that's the best way to go. It is a way to go. Kenny says they make great edibles. I'm dead. I really like this. I feel like the mix on the production is a little quiet. Or really just the master overall. I do love how this is like almost like alt rock inspired, pop punk inspired. I hear it in the vocal delivery and it's really nice. Bro doesn't like social media, but he's got it. Heaven's X Empty on Instagram. So why are you so jacked? I wouldn't say traveling to different cities for open mics is the best way to go. Traveling to different cities and embedding yourself within that creative scene is a great way to connect with people. You can do that digitally at the same time. So I do think, like, again, the social media thing is a great way to kind of build the audience, and also a great way to build being able to go to other cities. And like a lot of people just look at your follow count and be like, should I work with them? Yes or no? So I think just being engaged and having an engaged audience is better than like traveling and spending all that money to travel city to city to do open mics, which generally aren't going to do all that much for you. This is cool, man. Heaven's X Empty on Instagram. My biggest feedback is on the master just being a little bit louder. 10th Visions, I'm tapped in more artists in New York all the way from Shiraz. That's what I'm talking about. You can do anything on the internet. That's why I do this. I'm always trying to connect you guys with different people all over the world, because I think it's just like, once you start to understand the music is not just the place where you live, it becomes a little bit easier to move around and build that community. Master on this needs to be louder, but otherwise I really like this a lot. Let us know what you think in the chat, but I like that it's got this like almost electronic, like it's like a drum and bass like style of like drum pattern on it. It's a really cool one. I like this one a lot. I would listen to this when this is out. I will listen to this. I don't know if you're putting it on streaming or not, but I would definitely playlist this. I just think my biggest thing on this one is the master being a little quiet, and I think if it hit a little bit harder, you're set. All right, this is a new one from Vonnie. Shout out to my guy Kenny. Oh, we got the album artwork too. Album artwork for this new one by Bonnie. This was perfectly mixed. It would be in a FIFA soundtrack. I actually do think that. Yeah, it's like the perfect fit for something like that. Or honestly, like I could see it in any sports game at all. Like even if it wasn't FIFA, I could see it in any sports game. All right, so this one's from Vonnie. It comes out July 12th. It's called Strangers. Let us know what you think in the chat. You hear the difference in the master on this one already to some of the ones that we just listened to, where I was like, the master's too quiet. That's the thing, is like there is like just what a master's done really well, you can hear it immediately. Dijon vibes. Vonnie's been killing content games as a little borrower. Vonnie's great, man. He's a really talented kid, bro. Shout out to Lunacy for knowing where Shiraz is.
Like we just strangers.
Yeah, I fuck with this artist, man. He's definitely got it. Also, we love AAPR artists in here. Vonnie Knoxville. Oh, hell no, I Googled that. I'm dead, bro. Definitely killing on the content game. You guys just gotta keep going with it. He could be doing more content. I'm sure you've already had that conversation with him. He could be doing more content. Alright, he is putting them on shorts, though. Murray says, love this joint. Well, make sure you go tap in with Vonnie Knoxville, which is also one of the better Instagram names that I've seen of artists who have been in this stream. I've always really appreciated Vonnie Knoxville, honestly.
Can we slow the tempo back or look at me the way you did? Miss that glitter in your eyes, make you feel like you a kid.
Hey.
Make you feel
I like this, bro. Very good.
When we first met, this verse is below the chin. I'm talking from the heart. Yeah, I am. I bring it back. I'm talking from the start. Had to go tell B to get the strat. I need that old guitar.
Got a little G-Eazy in his rap voice. I mean that in the most complimentary way that I can.
I told you that I miss that smile. I need to
But he has that thing, that like nonchalant kind of delivery that feels like a real organic voice. No, I'm saying that in the most complimentary way I can. He's a better writer than G-Eazy. G-Eazy is dog shit. But I like this song. I will say, like, for me, I think when Vonnie sings, bro, it fucking is just perfect. Collaborations between artists is definitely a good cheat, is like a kind of cheat code. Do you hear it though a little bit? It's like kind of that like, because Vonnie's from California, right? Like he's from California originally. I think it's just that California accent, like on like a pop rap track. Like it just is like a thing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, and yeah, from Sac. So it's like literally the exact same fucking thing. Isn't that where he's from? Isn't that where Jeezy's from? Isn't he from Sacramento originally? And then fucking went from California to New Orleans or some shit like that. And then like, his is different though, because he fucking culturally appropriate. It's like a motherfucker. Best thing about Jeezy is his vocal texture. The only good thing about Jeezy is his vocal texture. I would argue the only good. Don't put him with us, says Check the Rhyme. I'm fucking dead. He does rep the Bay. I've heard it before. That's the only reason I say it. He reps the Bay all the time. Though I don't think the Bay reps him like that. Femi and Loaded up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. He's not Sac. He is a sack. He is a ball sack. That's the only thing that I'll say. He's not Sack. He is a sack. I fucking don't like Jeezy. Like, I'll publicly just say, I think his music is ass. I think he's kind of a dick, bro. Like, he gives the douchiest fucking vibes ever. And maybe that's not even true, but those are just the vibes he gives, bro. Yeah, Femi does give some Broadway vibes. He's also from Atlanta. I guess Broadway's from Florida, but I like Femi, man. Femi's been one of those ones we found in here in the last, like, year that's, like, really fire. I can't actually change the quality, I don't think. I'll change it for you. I'll change the video quality. I didn't know you could do that, but I'll change the video quality for you. There you go. Crisp. Way more crisp now. None of those blurry edges. Hey man, Young Slick Official, I appreciate that. If you want to skip the queue and guarantee you get played on stream today, best thing you can do is subscribe or give a sub. That will get you bumped into the priority queue. But if you stick around for another 15 to 20 minutes, we'll start bumping people up from the chat for free. Shout out Loaded too, bro. I actually like Loaded as well. Went crazy with the Prodigy t-shirt. 10th Vision says streams are so fun. I love them too, man. Have a great time. I'm gonna miss you guys for the next like week and a half. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself on Monday and Thursday night. But to be fair, on this Thursday night, I'm gonna have to go out with my brother-in-law for his bachelor party, so I know exactly what I'm doing this Thursday. But next week, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna be on the beach. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, guys. This is hard. Bro, Drink, I will be the designated whatever the fuck I need to be, if I'm being honest. I'll be babysitting everybody, I'm sure. I don't really drink like that, Kenny. I know we haven't spent that much time around each other, but I don't really drink at all, bro. I've been drinking water and tea and coffee, and that's about it. Femi, I like this one a lot, man. Of the songs that I've heard from you, this is definitely one of the ones that ranks up there for me. I love this style of music from you. Like, I think when you get into this melodic shit, like, for me, it's, like, definitely a bit of a sweet spot. People drink and smoke here in Shiraz. It's crazy. Oh, they be drinking like that in Iran now? I'm not gonna snitch on my my late uncle, rest in peace, but I know he would always get that good. You get that black market good. Femi79 on Instagram. But I know that's a risky game. That's a risky game to be playing in Iran, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a risky game. Too far gone, Avenir. I guess I can snitch on him now. Rest in peace, but... Well, he's passed, so it's not like they're gonna get him for it. He was lit, too. He was great. Too far gone. Avenir, let us know what you think in the chat. The snitch is not gonna do anything right now. Alright, we got some Future Deep. I do love some Deep House. I love some Future House, so we'll see what happens. Morocco's in Africa, bro. Iran is an Islamic republic. It's a little bit more strict than Morocco. They also be smuggling hash from Morocco into, like, Europe a lot. It's a thing. It's a thing. If y'all knew the vibes that went Shiraz, bro, I don't know the vibes of Shiraz. I gotta be honest. My experience in Iran is drinking tea and smoking hookah, and that's about it. And a lot of, like, alcohol-free beer. I've never had more alcohol-free beer than when I was in Iran. I don't even like beer like that. It doesn't even taste good. Yeah, we're still taking submissions, Trevion. You guys have 12 minutes if you want to get in the priority queue. I don't think Bull is serious, Kenny. I don't think he's actually on his way to Morocco. I gotta be honest. Solid drop, really solid drop. I.am.avenue out of Scotland. How's alcohol-free beer? It just tastes like beer with none of the good part. I just quit my job, says Bula. Avenue, what part of Scotland you from, bro? A rough Euros for you guys this year. Sorry. Definitely need more social media content from you. And if you're not putting this on Spotify, you should. The mountains? Oh man, from the Highlands. We got a Highlands boy going. Like, what part? What city? What town? I just want to say it. That's all, because I love the names of places. I love the names of places in Scotland. It's a thing I enjoy. Scotland and football go as well as lead and balloons. I'm dead, bro. Got any sauce on reaching people who aren't other musicians, creatives? Yeah, social media content, running targeted ads. What do you mean? Like, how do you mean? How do you mean? Like, I guess maybe my follow-up question is, how exactly do you mean? Because, like, social media content is definitely the one. That's a Scottish name of a place? That sounds like the most German town in Scotland. Oktamukton. I mean, like, look for platforms that focus on music discovery, right? Like blogs and stuff that really focus on putting new music in front of people. But, like, it just, yeah, like, mainly IRL word of mouth. Targeted ads is really the move. And then just kind of like, shit, I don't know, bro. That's a really difficult question to answer. I wish I had a better answer for that question. It just is like social media. Like that's the best way to reach people who aren't musicians and creatives. But it's less about reaching people who aren't musicians and creatives, more of just about building a community around yourself of people who are like-minded and maybe like are interested in the same shit. Oh no, dude, that sucks. Ads work best when you already have some level of motion. Yeah, for sure. Got a little local. Okay, so it's like just about working your algorithm a little bit more and trying to get connected to people who aren't in that space, like, which is really just making content in different styles and trying shit. You know what I mean? I don't have too much feedback on this one, bro. This one's pretty solid. Really great sound design, really great mix. The arrangement moved really well. 5 minutes is maybe a touch long, though I feel like for electronic music, that's maybe a little bit more average length. I like the vocal sample and the vocal work in it. So overall, this one was really good. I really don't actually have too much I don't have any feedback, bro. He's got an ad. I don't understand how he got an ad. Oh, because he gifted a sub. It doesn't say that I'm having an ad right now either, so sorry. I'll spin this wheel of names. We'll see who we get. Is it better to just do targeted ads rather than boosting IG posts? So I actually do boosted IG posts more than I do ads anywhere else. And I think they work there really well. Like if you just hit the boost button, like the guy that I used to use for ads just told me to do that. Yeah. Going trigger happy with ads? No. I do a lot of A/B testing. So I'll test, like a week. I'll do like $100 for a week on something, see how it performs. Maybe tweak like my targeting settings, like maybe tweak some of those things just to try and get a better cost per click. But I think it's like a trial and error thing. You know what I mean? It's like running ads on different styles of content, seeing what works. And then if it doesn't work, trying something else, and seeing, just literally testing things until you find the thing that works for you. I've found that running ads on covers works really well if you're a great singer, you know what I mean? And that's the whole thing, but it really just depends, you know what I mean? It depends on the type of content you make, type of content you're trying to make, the audience you're trying to attract, and like who you're trying to get to. I think understanding who you are trying like to reach is a big thing. So like for me, with Vera, right? Like, it's like, all right, like I want the Swifties, right? Like I want everybody who's in that like Swifties type shit to be listening to our music and following us. So like, that's one of my targets in my ad spends, right? Is like female listeners, 18 to 34, Taylor Swift fan, Phoebe Bridgers fan, like that kind of shit. So I think it's just like knowing who you're targeting and like what audience you're trying to reach and being able to work backwards a little bit too, to be like, all right, like where Taylor Swift's like most listened to countries, right? And like, I think Indonesia is up there at the top. Which it's cheaper to run ads in a place like Indonesia or the Philippines and stuff like that. So like just understanding, all right, like who in the world is going to be listening to this type of music? How can I get them? Where can I find them? What are they listening to? And figuring out how to work backwards to be like, all right, this is my target audience. This is what I'm trying to get. But making sure that target makes sense. Like, if you just boost an ad and then fucking let Instagram do their own thing, it's not going to work the same way. A lot of bot forms in Indonesia. Yeah, there is. I mean, just because somebody has that, though, the top listeners, doesn't mean that it's just bot forms. It's just like they can run ads that are way cheaper. Like it's like 1 cent per click versus like 4 to 6 cents per click if it's like the US, or you know what I mean? So those budgets go a little bit further. But also, like, it's a different type of fandom. Like, that's the thing I'll say about Asian countries in general, is like, if you can get like a real cult fan base there, they will fucking just consume so much shit, and they will be the most diehard fans ever. And so that's why I'm always like, all right, like, it's not, sure, there's bot farms, but at the same time, there's a lot of real fucking people too. And like, there's a lot of people who like actually love music and just will follow artists, and like just overseas fandom versus US based fandom and like fan bases are two completely different things. I say this all the time. If you think about the way that like Europeans consuming hip hop, it's a way different fan base. They care about it way more. That's why artists like Jid and Earthgang kill overseas and kill in Europe, because they care about it, right? So like, it's just, again, understanding that the markets in the world are bigger than just the US. I think a lot of US based artists make the mistake of just focusing on America only and miss out on everywhere else, and also just maximizing the budgets you have. Also, opium in Europe. Yeah, facts. Opium in Asia. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. Who's talking about Scotland? The Scottish dude, Avenir, who's in here. Yeah, your reels do well. Definitely just keep building the content. I didn't really have any feedback. I really like the sound design. I like the mix on it. I like the arrangement. Everything was feeling really good. Those aren't bots at Taylor's World Tour. That's a fact. Those aren't bots at Taylor's World Tour. That's a fact, man. Those are full stadiums. Those are people dying in the stadium to see Taylor Swift. I want my music to be aimed at the Japanese market. They make super fans out of that. That's a fact. I mean, if you're doing that, make sure you're targeting Japan as a place. Philippines is my number 2, and they love the animated vids. I run a symphony. That's also a fact. The cost per click is lower. That's why it like makes sense. And then like collaborate with other artists in other countries too. I'm just saying. This is JLN with When the Angels Call. I love this already. The master's a bit quiet, but yeah, Europe does show a lot of love, man. They love hip hop out there, and they don't even speak English in some guys. It's like Germany, and they love hip hop. You know what I mean? Cover screams Griselda's his 10th vision. Glasgow. 25 cents in Nashville versus 4 cents in Puerto Rico. Literally. If you go on Symphony, it literally says 4 to 6 cents per click or per view, like on US, UK, any English-speaking countries, right? And then you fucking do Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, China, is like 1 cent a click. JLN, again, I'm blown away. The vocals are vocaling with like an unbelievable amount. What's up, Ev? How you doing, bro? We're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out. We'll listen to music, giving feedback for the next like 30 minutes. Yo, this artist is so good. It's an unmixed draft, which is why the master's a bit quiet. But fuck, is this guy good, man? JLNJ on Instagram, out of Las Vegas. I just like, we've listened to what, like 3 songs from you, bro, and the quality is just unreal. These runs, man. Ooh. That note was pure. That note was pure. Bro, yo, this is beautifully written, man. I mean, other than the mix, like, I have zero feedback about just how incredible this song is. Did you write this? Do you write all of this stuff yourself too? Like, because the writing is next level, man. Like, I can't. If you've never been to, like, low-key, like, you should go to Nashville. Like, you haven't been in, like, you need to go to Nashville, because I just feel like they will fucking love you there, bro. The style of music you write, the way your vocals go, but the style of music, like, just everything about it. Like, I feel like you would thrive in a place like Nashville, honestly. And I know you spent time in Atlanta, but I think for the type of music you make, like, you could easily just really, like, make and carve out a huge space for yourself in Nashville, I think. Mari said, haven't heard anything like that in a long time. Beautiful. Just, like, really stunning music, right? All right, Stuntman, Jay Joven. Bro, I have to be honest with you. You were this close to making it into this community playlist update. It was the last song that I took out today, and it was such a difficult choice. Please keep submitting stuff. I am going to put it in the songs you found on Twitch playlist right now, because I have listened to this song probably like 15 times in the last like 3 or 4 days trying to figure out which song I had to remove from this playlist. And it was a tough one, man. It was a really tough one. I can't wait to hear what you continue to work on and continue to put out, because there's definitely something here. This song reminded me of a lot of songs I really like. Let us know what you think in the chat, but for me, this was a really hard choice to not end up putting this in the community playlist this time around. And I think if anything, the only reason this didn't make the playlist, one, it's not because of the hook, because the hook is extremely strong. I do think some of the writing in the verses could have been a little bit stronger at times, and I think there was maybe like a bar here or there that just kind of took me out of it and took me out of like being lost in the song. And that's it. You know what I mean? And that is just literally continue to release songs, making songs. But you've got a great voice. The energy on the delivery is really good, and that was something that caught my ear immediately too. I just think at times some of the verse work could have been a little stronger. And I would say this to like every fucking rapper I've come into contact with ever. Quite honestly, like the verses is the hardest thing to write. But the energy in the chorus, bro, they had me. Jay Hoven. Oh, you're out of Portland too. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were from Portland. And then, if anything else, it might be the master feels a little bit quiet. Like if this could have hit a little bit harder, I think. Like, I do feel like if some of those elements had hit just a little bit harder, like this bass line, this beat had hit a little bit harder, you might have got me. You know what I mean? I think just when I was listening to it, in line with some other things, like it felt a little bit quieter too. But a really, really cool like start, bro. Like we've obviously been doing this for a little bit, but where you're like a couple years in, yeah. Hey man, I love the PNW. Pacific Northwest is one of my favorite places that I've spent time in. I got to come to Portland. Obviously, we worked with Win, so I got to come out to Portland for her hometown show, and it was pretty hard, bro. Yeah, 4 years is a very short time to be making music, in my opinion, at least. You know what I mean? Like, but this is a really good place to be at 4 years in. All right, we got one more priority subscriber submission. No, if you submitted it last night, it will not show. You need to submit today. It is only open. Submissions are only open on the day of stream. I hold true to that statement, so it's probably like literally right here. Again, this is last call. If you do want to subscribe or gift a sub, guarantee you get played on stream today. This is last call, but
we are one and the same. One and the same.
I can tone it up a little bit, but that was kind of my point. I like it, but it is a bit quiet. I think it's the master. I think that was one of the things that took me out of it. Like, I do wish that one had hit a little bit harder, but it's called Stuntman, all caps, by Jay Hoven. I also liked the song. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why it was such a tough decision for me, because I did actually like the song, especially in listening to it across the board with all the other submissions for the community playlist. Like, it caught my ear, and it made it into that draft. It actually made it from being in 60 songs in the first draft to being in that last final 31, and like literally right before we got on stream today, I made the decision. It was the last song that I cut from it. But keep submitting shit, because I definitely want to hear more from you. Don't be afraid to submit older songs as well. I'm gonna keep my eye open for you, bro. Like, it was close. It was very, very close. Zog, what's up? This is Trevion with Go. We're getting a little Korean today. We are about to get into the free bump section of the stream. Stuntman, all caps, was the name of the last one. If you want to submit your music, make sure you do. I'm going to cut off the priority subscriber submissions. It is Korean. Trevion's been doing like bilingual songs recently, which is really cool. Sarage. Biggest thing for me on this one is the mix. A lot of low end in the sub and in that beat. Some of those other melodic elements in the vocal are getting a little tucked behind the sub. Oh no! Don't put your names in the thing yet. Not yet. Let's give it a second. I like weirdly feel like his Korean delivery is a little bit stronger than his English delivery. Also, this video is crazy. I can't believe you let somebody literally drift around you like this. I don't know if I would trust it. Native language is English. He just started making this Korean bilingual music like this year. This is the second song we've heard from Trevion with his Korean on it as well.
Hope I did it, y'all hit so yo. What else I gotta do? What I gotta do to prove that I'm ready? On my shoulders, man, it's stressing so heavy. I wanna make it set me free. If you get me none until I go. Yeah.
I like this video though. I get look like I've listened to a lot of Trevion's music in the last like 2 years, and there is something that I have to say about this bilingual music. It's really been catching me by surprise and catching my ear every time we listen to it. It really fits in the market too, like in the Korean market, just sound wise. Like, it feels like a K-pop song, honestly. Like, there's a lot of K-pop artists who kind of do this, like, rap style as well, so... Little Bar says, that makes me happy, though. I'd be focused on my Japanese delivery. You don't want to get it mixed up. That's a fact. The tones also are so important in, like, Asian languages, too. Like, sometimes it's not just saying the words, but it's the tone you use when you say it. And I just think he's doing a really, really good job. Like, this is a hard thing to do. I like this one too, man. Trevion, you're doing a really great job with this bilingual stuff. I am super excited to see how you continue to grow in this space and continue to make more music in this space. It's really interesting, man. Like, I don't know that I've really ever seen somebody just do it because they felt like it and they just wanted to. Usually there's maybe a little bit more of a reason or a little bit more of like a tie to like culturally, right? So... I don't know. I'm pretty impressed by this. I just think it's a really cool concept and definitely keep it up. Trevion281 is the Instagram. And if you missed any of the socials, don't worry. I'm going to put them in the Discord after we get off too. All right. We are at that point of the stream. I guess in the meantime, I'm going to play this song that just came out from my artist on Friday. Just so you guys can all share in what I work on as well. So we just dropped this song from my artist, Kate Vogel. It's called Broke Up on My Birthday. My wife actually shot this video, and then we had a friend of ours edit it. But while we're listening to this song in the chat, put your artist name in the chat. I'll be making a secondary queue. We'll be going into more rapid fire mode and listening to as many songs for free as we can in the next 30 minutes. So put your artist name in the chat, and I will be making this while we watch this. Okay?
And the only people I wanted here are here. Didn't get a chance to make a wish. This is what I'd ask for if I did. You blew out my candles. Thought I needed you back then.
This is all I've been listening to for like the last week because I've been working it too. So.
I'll do it over and over again. Do it over again. And my friends are in the kitchen making coffee, cooking, baking. Not quite sober, but I'm
if there's anybody else in here who wants to get bumped up for free, put your artist name in the chat. That's what we're doing right now.
Cake for dinner, skinny dipping in the winter, and the laughter around the table sincere. You blew out my candles. Thought I needed you back then. But it's something I can't handle, so I'll do it over and over again. Mr. Life of the party, drain the life out of me. I don't need to hear sorry, I'm just glad to be free. Mr. Life of the party, drain the life out of me, out of me.
All right, if you're in the chat, artist name in the chat right now. We're bumping people up for free. That's where we're at. All right.
You took me for granted and you did it over and over and over and over.
I got the cartridge sound already. I kind of put the pieces together with that one. Big W. Thank you, Zoc. I'm glad you like this one. If you are in the chat and you're trying to get bumped up, you have to have submitted in the Google form. So please just make sure you do that. Scrappy with Noxazamia If you could just make sure that you put that in the correct place, that would be awesome. And I lost my browser window. Give me 1 second. There you are. All right, so for this next section, like I said, we'll do free bumps until the end of the stream. Zog, do it, bro. If you ever need a writer, let me know. My wife co-wrote on that song too. So I'm kind of like, I've been working my way into the indie pop space a little bit more over the last like year with my little sister Vera and then also Kate. It's been really fun. I actually really enjoy the space a lot. All right, The Natural Way with Nadee Black up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Like I said, we'll be in rapid fire mode, so we're going to listen to about 60 seconds of each of these songs and try and get through as many as possible before we get done at 8 o'clock. So, if you want to submit, make sure you hit Command Submit. Send it in. All right? Command Submit. Get the submissions in.
Yo, love is all that I am asking for. Bring your peace here, baby. She just want the natural. Yo, love.
Zog says this sounds great.
Is all that I am asking for. Bring your peace here, baby.
Maybe the thing that catches my ear a little bit is the bass line on this one as well.
Don't wait on me.
It doesn't necessarily feel like it matches with some of the other aspects of the production.
Don't wait on me to say I love.
I like the vocal on this. We are in rapid fire mode right now, okay? So make sure you submit. We're doing the free bumps right now. And then the other thing, and this is maybe just a note for you, bro. Like, if you are producing this shit yourself, highly suggest getting Splice if you don't have it for the drum sounds. Because, like, some of these drum sounds remind me of kind of like the free packs that everybody uses that I've had and used in my life too. And I do think once I started using Splice drum kits, the sound choices just became a little bit easier. So that's maybe the only thing I would say is just sound choices, and then bass line feels slightly off to me on this one. I really like the way you delivered, and vocally I kind of like the tone of the vocal too, but for me the biggest thing there is definitely on the production side of things with the bass line and with the drum sound choices. Nadee Black, Nadie Black on Instagram if you're rocking with that one. Make sure you go follow. We got Chrissy P up next. Like I said, we're in rapid fire mode, so we might not listen to these songs all the way through, but we're going to try to get through as many songs as possible before the end of stream. This one's called Wake Me Up by Chrissy P. Let us know what you think in the chat. Again, another artist from the Pacific Northwest. This one out of Seattle.
Somebody wake me from this dream. I can't help but wanna sleep. Do my skincare, brush my teeth, rinse and repeat. Objects in the mirror ain't as close as what they seem. My head in the clouds, but I'm glued to these sheets. Blowing up my phone, but I gotta let it ring. If they wanna hear my voice, better play it off a stream. Money
love all the PNW artists.
make it off machines. It's a digital
this one's really nice. Saving this one into the songs you found on Twitch playlist. Only a couple saves for me today from the stream. I mean, we didn't get a lot of Spotify links, so that's probably why. But JR and Greenery, we got you bumped up.
I'm getting high with this low self-esteem. I'm getting by with this notion of a dream.
Yeah, I like this a lot, bro. This is really cool.
Make the most of my being. Still I'm falling short when it comes to stacking.
I'm gonna follow him too. He's got a really nice voice.
What's the plan when the plan don't know itself? Tell me how to stand when I'm victim to my health. Help me cause I'm crammed in the middle of myself. When someone lend a hand, I can't do this by
CP
myself.
Don't Sleep. I already follow him on Instagram. I do like this.
Break them down and rebuild. You only get this far when you choose to test your will. And people gon' question your
Really good
intention,
sample
that's
work on this
for
beat
real.
too.
But you gotta stand firm. Go and tell them how you feel. Wake me up when we make it out of here.
130 because I liked it so much. At CP Don't Sleep on Instagram. We got VJ and Donovan Ransom up next. I can play the Apple stuff, but just for you guys in the future, it's better if you send me Spotify because that's where I keep the playlists going. VJ. Boom. Fuck yeah, bro. I appreciate you sending him. A little bit of a quiet intro on this. Like, I have my shit cranked up.
I need greenbacks and some blue faces. I done worked this grave shift.
Master feels a little bit quiet on this one overall for some reason to me. Maybe because it's the vocal feeling a bit quiet. Like, the production's there, that sub sounds nice and full, but the vocal feels a little tucked further back than it should be. I would love to hear this vocal cut through just a little bit more than it does.
hustle talk, but he not fluent.
I'm gonna save it because I do like this, and I want to listen to it again tomorrow and just kind of maybe give it another shot before I do the songs we found on Twitch content. BJ been transitioning from producing to rapping more. I'm here for it. So did he produce this song also? Because if he did, then that makes all the sense in the entire world that the beat feels louder than the vocal, because 9 out of 10 times, every artist that I know who's also a producer, at least in the beginning, does that, me included. So that's just something I would maybe give a note to him on in general, is just make sure when mixing for a vocal and for a vocalist to make sure that the vocal is the thing at the forefront of the mix and kind of cutting through the most. That's the only criticism I have. I actually really like the song. I think I just saved it in the playlist already. If not, I'm going to. Yep. Because it's really fire. Like, I like this a lot. Vince Got No Swag also, which is a lie because Vince absolutely does have swag. We listened to another one of his songs the other day, and this man is dripping in swag. Vince Got No Swag on Instagram if you're rocking with this one too. What's up, Kid Cisco? If you got a song for us, let me know sooner than later because we're in these free bumps right now. I gotta stop it because we're in rapid fire mode, but I did really like that song a lot. The only note that I have is to just make sure that the vocal shines through as the star of the show, though. SD. Is this the same sample from We Don't Know Him, I Don't Know. We Don't Know Him, I Don't Know. I don't know. Can't Live Without It. Can't Live Without It by 21 Savage. What we truly need is music from the cartridge era. Okay, I will say one. I love some 16-bit, 8-bit music. Pretty much always. This gets a little confusing only because of how many layers of this, like, 8-bit synth is happening at once. So maybe something that I would be mindful of. And then rhythmically, it gets a little strange in these parts. And I think it's whatever that like kind of like drum-esque sound in the background is that's throwing my ear off a little bit more. It's almost like an 8-bit clap. It is the drum, yeah. Oh, Dat Boy Key, you would not play it yet, but put your artist name in the chat and make sure you submit it in the Google form. Because we are in the free bump section of the stream right now. We've got a little bit left. Yeah, so the thing I would just think about is rhythmically, Undertale OST can catch a kiss from my lips any day. I love 8-bit music. I really do. Like, I love when people do, like, the 8-bit versions of songs as well. But I think just, like, making sure rhythmically that it is all, like, on beat. There was moments where I just felt like it got a little bit off rhythmically. That's the main thing that caught my ear and I think took me out of it a little bit. All right, what a turn off. Work in progress. This is from Zog. I really like this artist a lot. Historically, very impressed with everything here. It was definitely the drum, not the lead. I liked the lead. I think all the synth stuff sounded good. It was the drum stuff that was a little bit off.
Line up. Everybody, come up. Whoa, what's that? Is that for me? Goddamn, little boy, what's your name? Well, listen here, Billy. I'ma take your mom and never slap that ass silly.
Oh my God.
Oh God, what's your name, little girl?
This has got Little Baby No Money in the songwriting and the delivery, I think. This reminds me of Eminem's accent era. Mario Wells says, yo, this is lit. It is pretty cool. I'm not going to say it's not. It definitely reminds me of certain like moments within music, though. The fucking mix on it is solid, bro. Definitely caught my eye. Definitely very unique. I've felt this way about a lot of Zog's music, actually. Zog Official on Instagram. He has a crazy song called Leviosa that I've always, and still to this day, really enjoy. When it comes on, it's like a Harry Potter themed-ish song, but the hook is like about Wingardium Leviosa, and it just slaps. It's just a good song. So definitely go check Zog out if you haven't. Zog Official on Instagram. We got Theo Major with Roses up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Like I said, we're in rapid fire mode. We got about 11, 14, 15-ish minutes left. So if you are trying to send your music in and get bumped up for free, make sure you hit the Google form in the chat right there. Make sure you follow us on Kayvan's House too for the last day to submit for our guest list playlist. If you haven't done it, get in there, right? I'll show you again. This right here, go to this post. Comment on this post with your song name and artist title. If you have not done it already, if you've done it already, I'm going to delete that second submission. So don't fucking do that, all right? But if you haven't, get in there and submit your music, all right? I think on this one, Theo, background vocals sound really full. Production sounds really full. Lead vocal, for some reason, feels too quiet and just tucked too far in the back. Just make sure that lead vocal is the star of the mix. Gonna save it, gonna come back to it, but I do, like, just in full transparency, I do think the thing that's gonna take me out of playlisting this one is that lead vocal mix. Hey, Theo Major on Instagram. Shit's a vibe, though. Shit is a vibe. Deja vu moment, what is that? Because we talked about this already. I think we listened to this song recently. It's so close, bro. I can't even lie. And that bass line, super infectious. The actual production is like so good too. All right, Lokoff, this is Dunker. Are you German? I don't think I have, but let me know your artist name in the chat and I'll put you in the free bumps right now. We're going through these free bumps. So I got like Dutch, fire. I wasn't sure. What part of the Netherlands are you from? Amsterdam? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Amsterdam is a fun place. I mean, this feels like, yeah, real techno house. I was gonna say, this feels like the Netherlands. I definitely feel like I would hear this at a rave. The master is maybe a little bit quiet. Like, I do think like the mix master is one thing you could work on just to make this feel a little bit more robust, a little bit more in your face. I think, you know, you probably, it's lacking that like kind of oomph kind of section. Oh, I guess here we go. It did build into it. I still think the mix, a little bit more balance in the mix is what you need here. Even between elements, when this sub comes in, it's loud. It doesn't all feel together in the mix, if that makes sense. Like, one of the things I think I listen for when I'm listening to mixes is just the elements meshing together really well, not hearing them as separate elements. Whereas I do think in this mix, there are definitely... the elements feel a little separate, a little bit individual, and what I'm looking for, I think, is just for them to mesh a little bit more. So I think that's one thing I would kind of listen for in your mixes, is just making sure that all these elements kind of go together and feel like they sit in the right place. Like, for me, some of the rhythmic elements feel a little bit loud, and then some of the melodic elements feel a little bit too, tucked back. Is it too late to start music? I'm going to join college. Heard back from a few Ivies. No, it's not too late. It's never too late. 2 Chainz didn't make it until he was like 35. So, you know, maybe in his 40s, to be honest. Yeah. And look, I said this to every artist who comes in here, bro. This shit is a process. If that is the first thing you ever put out, great job. Keep going. Keep working on it. Take these notes. Apply them however you want. Don't apply them. That's fine too. But this is for helping artists develop. That is the point of this stream. So that's totally fine. Keep going. Do not stop. This is Life is Good, produced by Domingo Kite and Luis. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Life is good, life is tough, life is bringing in a front. I just keep up with the currents. I just know that I'm enough. I just spent some...
Domingo, this is the closest one delivery-wise that I've heard from you so far, where it feels like you're falling into that pocket. Especially on the chorus. Domingo Kite 216 on Instagram. Like, the thing I would say to you, alright, back to the conversation we were having about content, bro, and connecting with people outside of music. It's a lot of music-focused content. Try doing some content that is not just about music. and just do some stuff that's like relatable to like what you do every day and like your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's totally fine. Video game S track is totally cool, man. Adarsh, that's like where everyone starts, bro. Like it's just a process, man. Like everyone starts somewhere. It's just about learning. Watch tutorials on YouTube, it'll help a lot, especially with FL. You work in live music, that's fine. I mean, you do other things though, right? Like you have other hobbies and like things that you enjoy. Like I work in music in my day job. I love music, I produce music, I make a lot of playlists and do shit like that. But I also love reading books. I love playing soccer. I love video games. I love fucking graphic novels. And that's like what all this shit back here is. It's like graphic novels and vinyl records and like fucking anime, manga, and like books and sci-fi books and like video game stuff. And like, that's just, those are, I love space. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like so many other aspects of what make me who I am outside of music. So like, that is the thing that I would suggest is just like, yo, like work on bringing people into your world and use your music there as like as a piece of it, but don't make that the only part. Otherwise people aren't, like, it's just so much music out there, you know what I'm saying? Chimsy, I do like Burna Boy. Please send it to me. We also have, if you go to my Instagram right now, we have a guest playlist that you can put in the comments, and somebody will be listening to that as well. So yeah, don't get stuck in tutorial hell. Just, you also have to experiment and shit. How do you get picked after you build some stuff? That is a difficult question for me to answer in a short period of time. Building something. Building a community, building a fan base. Building data, that's how. Been chipping away The Shining for like 4 months now. That's pretty fire. Oh, I know Dante, bro. Doesn't he manage like, he manages like Life of Tom and like a bunch of like fucking. Is this guy cool? I don't actually know him at all. I know he manages a bunch of artists that I fuck with. I just don't know. I've never talked to this guy. I've never met him before. I have no idea what he's like. I've always wondered if he's chill. Is he chill? I always get like sketched out by like the old school music industry guys because they can be a little shady, bro. Alright, he's cool as hell. That's good to know. I gotta connect with this guy because he manages a bunch of fucking artists that I do fuck with, and he does an amazing job. Sometimes I just never know. You know, I got trust issues. You know what I'm saying? I said this earlier. I got trust issues. Alright, Jay. My biggest thing there was definitely roughly, yeah, mixed master was going to be the biggest thing. One, make sure the master is louder. Like, that was a bit quiet. I think everything was a bit tucked. A little bit more variation in the production style and the production type. Chinzy, I would definitely come on Twitch right now and send you music in the Google form, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. I do this usually every Monday and Thursday. This is like my way of listening to music and giving feedback because I can't get to everybody in the DMs. But for J November, I would say on that one, a little bit more variation in the production. Like, it was cool, and I really liked, okay, fuck yeah. All right, that's good to know. Check the rhyme. I'm gonna like reach out, because I've been meaning to just reach out and say something anyway. Yeah. Hop Out, Jakari Smith. Love this artist from Sacramento. I'm actually genuinely a fan. Like, I've really enjoyed everything I've heard from him. I think I've saved every song that I've heard from him too. Yeah, we've got like 4 minutes left, Chimsy. But if you send me the song in the Google form, which is linked to my bio, and get in there right now, I'll have time to play it. Jakari is him, man. It's just really fire. I like this artist a lot. I like his whole thing. Like, I like his whole vibe. Like, I like the way he approaches social and video content. Like, he's just a real person. You know what I mean? It's like the thing we're talking about. Like, this personality in the video, this personality in the music. Like, he has a lot of music content, but it's not the only thing we're getting. Like, we got show content, we got performance content, we got his own self-shot content, like, we got whatever this is. And to be honest, like, the performance-only content shit does work for some people. I wouldn't suggest doing that now as the only thing, personally. This was an easy save. Again, at Jakari Smith on Instagram. If you're rocking with that, make sure you go follow. I do like that, bro. JR and Greenery up next. This is the one from Bandcamp. Not a big Bandcamp user, personally. It's just such a messy fucking, like... I know some of you love Bandcamp, but, like, the user experience is doo-doo. And I would love to tell somebody who works at Bandcamp just how doo-doo the user experience is on their platform and website. Not only from an uploading standpoint, which sucks, but from a listener standpoint too. It's like, that's usually why I don't listen to shit on Bandcamp. Sorry. I do love this dude's out of Wilson, North Carolina specifically. That's a small ass fucking town, bro. Jimsy, what's going on, bro? Make sure you submit right here, bro. Been a crazy ride managing so far. It is managing is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever tried to do in my life. TNANNIH_J. Pro Tunes, what's up? We got like 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. But I saw Chimsy. If he submits his music in this Google form, I'll play it before I get done.
No need to yell something long-winded. Losing so behind, I see the L's from a long distance. Y'all ain't the types that'll be compelled.
I like this a lot, actually.
Grab a bunch of lies, speaking, tell us it's
I do wish it was on Spotify, because then I'd playlisted that. But beat choice is great. Voice sounds great. Raps are good. I really don't have anything outside of maybe the overall mix could maybe be a little thicker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was maybe a little like thin overall, and that's probably it. But nothing too much. All right, this is Accident G, with Boss Battle. Let us know what you think in the chat. And then Chimsy, yours is the last one, bro. I'm gonna play this Chimsy song because I said I would, unless Quotunes is already submitted, and then if he is, I'll play his too. But this is the last stream that I'm doing until July 15th. So if you missed out, you missed out, and this is what it is. Don't be DMing me shit. It's not gonna get played. Okay, fine. Definitely let me know when he does, bro, because I'll put that on my playlist. I liked it a lot. I like this. The mix could be a little bit louder, especially like in the low end of the rhythmic elements. Definitely like Sonic kind of like vibes. I'm not mad at that. All right, ad break ends in 5 seconds. This last one from Chimsy is the last one we're playing today, and then I'm going to take you guys on a raid. So Chimsy's is an Afro artist from Nigeria, currently based in the U.S. I fucking love Afrobeat and Afro pop, so let's see what's up with this one. Hilore. Easy save, actually. Easy save, actually. Let's figure out who we're gonna go raid after this. Woo! Why'd you lie to me and say this was Afro beats, bro? This is so cool. Chimsy, you did not lie to me, bro. Yeah, we'll go raid Big Duck, bro. I love Big Duck. Chimsy. Chimsy. Is this you? This can't be the rice. This can't be the right Instagram, surely. Chimsy. Chimsy, this is very good, bro. Where do you live in the US now?
I'm stacking it up. Talk shit and I'm backing it up. Posting memes, they laughing it up. I fuck your bitch, yeah, she passing it up. Been having a lot, but if you know me, you know you never enough.
You in New York, bro?
If you know me, you know I'm down with the shits. If you know me, you know I talk my fists. Let's have a conversation, be honest.
I live in Brooklyn. This is hard, bro. I like this a lot.
Talking about the one that was promised. I guess gotta save him from all they problems.
Hey, yo, bro. This is one of my favorite ones we listened to today, man. One of my favorite ones we listened to. Yeah, I live in Brooklyn. I love this, man. I just followed you off my my Kayvan's house page, but this is very cool, man. How long have you been making music for? And how long have you been in New York? Like, when did you move from Nigeria? I want to know everything. I got questions, bro. I got questions. You did tell me you'd like it. Look, I'm gonna be real. Most times when people tell me I'm gonna like some shit, though, I don't. Like that. That's like a weird, like, personal rule for me. If someone has to tell me I'm gonna like something, usually I'm not gonna like it. You did not lie. And you got my respect for that, bro. I'll get on the podcast. What podcast? This? I don't have a podcast. I guess this is a podcast. Really fire, man. I liked that one a lot. I can't even pretend like I didn't. All right, fuck it. There's 17 of you here. We're gonna go on a raid, but first, I'm gonna give you guys a world premiere. A world premiere. So Ashoka just gave me this shit, bro. This is the next song that's coming out from Ashoka, dropping in July. We're looking at like July 26th right now. It's called PGA, short for Pretty Girls Anthem. But this one's also an artist out in New York, living in LA right now, produced by Overseas. A little co-writing from Quan, who's Star's brother on this one as well. So this one's coming up next. You can expect to hear this in July. I'm really psyched about this one. It's got that New York feel to it, man. But if you were in here, you like that Coke Call record earlier, you're probably gonna like this one. All right, we are gonna go hit a raid though. So come with us. Join the Discord if you haven't. Lots of free opportunities for playlisting in there. Follow us on Kayvan's house on Instagram. We do have a free playlist opportunity that closes tonight. So make sure you go follow that. Make sure you go take part. Submit your music. That closes tonight. So we have till the end of the night. That's it. And then it's over. All right? That update's gonna come next week. That's our next installment of the guest list. And keep your eyes open for the community playlist, which will be updating too. And come on this raid. Just stick around, go on the raid or follow raid. We're gonna go raid Big Duck Energy Music, who's another music streamer we love. But you can send your music to and get feedback as well. So come with us. I'll see you guys in like a week and a half. I'm back July 15th. All right. So there's not gonna be any streams on Thursday or any streams next week. And if you missed it, you missed it. We'll be back on the 15th. All right. Be safe. Have a good time. Happy July 4th. You know, Jimsy. I'm with it, bro. All right, y'all. Be safe. Bye.
See your body vibrating, hey. We ventilating,
hey.
Whole niggas hating,
hey.
No hesitation,
hey.
See your body vibrating, hey. I just wanna taste it, hey. I will never fake it,
hey.
Hey, you the prettiest in your friends, you the prettiest in this club, you the prettiest in this gym, you the prettiest in this party, you the prettiest on
this shit's stuck in my head, guys.
You the prettiest, you not sorry, like damn, like. You the prettiest in your friends, you the prettiest in this club, you the prettiest in this gym, you the prettiest in this party, you the prettiest on the gram, you the prettiest, you not sorry.
All right, we're going on the raid. Come on the raid. Come on the raid. All right. VOD will be up on my YouTube channel tomorrow, so make sure you tap into it. It's free to subscribe there, and you can always watch these streams back. Have a good time. Bye, everyone.
Whole niggas hating, like, no hesitation, hey. See your body vibrating, hey. I just wanna taste it, hey. I will never fake it, hey. Hey, you the prettiest in your